Bridgerton Roadshow fans, we are back with another video. We're going to be talking about the Willow show on Disney Plus. Now, I have still not seen this show, and that's probably a pretty good reason. I had no expectations for this show whatsoever when I heard it was actually being developed. Now, this is under the Lucasfilm/Disney brand. And folks, it seems like this show is an absolute disaster. Now, I remember when the trailer came out, the trailer really didn't do much for me whatsoever. The show, I believe the first 2 episodes are actually up on Disney Plus right now. I can't watch this show. I can't. The Indiana Jones trailer actually dropped yesterday. That would probably be a separate video, but the title and the trailer really didn't do much for me. I have lost all faith in Lucasfilm under the Kathleen Kennedy regime and the Walt Disney regime. They just don't get it. They don't understand any George Lucas's products. None. They have just destroyed everything that he created. This was my childhood here. And they have done a huge disservice to George Lucas and not respect anything that he created. Well, guys, the people have spoken on the Willow show now, and this thing is a disaster. Over here on Bonnet in the comments, Lucasfilm's Willow audience ratings in the toilet, described as farging bestish of a crap show. This is not good, guys. This is not good. Now, if you thought that the Obi-Wan show had a low rating, in the Book of Boba Fett, you ain't seen nothing yet, folks. Look at the Rotten Tomatoes score for Willow here. A 34% with the audience on Rotten Tomatoes. They have just flat out rejected this show because they have been pushing woke propaganda. Jonathan Kasdan, the same guy that gave you Solo, a Star Wars story that actually lost money. I don't know why this guy keeps writing Lucasfilm stuff. I have no idea. None whatsoever. He said that the lesbian romance is at the front and center of this show. Doesn't seem to be working out, at least in the first couple of episodes here. 34%. That is trash. That is just garbage right there. Now, I actually tried looking to see if there was some reviews here on Rotten Tomatoes. There aren't any. But thankfully, we do have IMDb. The IMDb score, 5.4 out of 10. That is horrible. That is horrific, folks. And the fans are actually writing reviews on this on IMDb. It says here, painful, 1 out of 10. Literally, within the first couple of minutes of dialogue between the characters, it was evident that this was some of the worst, most cringeworthy dialogue ever experienced. Head shaking badly. That and the totally insane happenings were nothing less than astounding. To say 5th graders could do better is an insult to 5th graders. Besides struggling to stay awake through the first 40 minutes or so, it became so apparent that this was nothing more than complete and total trash, that we felt we simply could not withstand anymore and had to turn it off. Entertainment is supposed to be engaging and enthralling, not sleep-inducing and mind-numbing stupid. That is brutal right there. That is absolutely brutal. Now, I believe these episodes, like the first 2, if I'm not mistaken, something like 54 minutes. And I believe the second one is like 47 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. This one, 3 out of 10. If you are a fan of the movie, steer clear. Wow. Now, I haven't actually read these in advance, so I'm just kind of going with the flow here. Another one here, 1 out of 10. I won't lie, Willow is one of my favorite films of all time. It could be called a children's fantasy made by adults for adults. The acting, music, and story are superb. This is the opposite of any of that. It's so strange to watch. It's like one of those generic spot filler YA fantasy movies that's just a vehicle for some Disney star. But even in that context, the writing, pacing, and action are so bland, like Twilight bland. If nothing else, they went super cheap on the writing It's like an interim chained to a desk, wrote this in 20 minutes, and the cast are just collecting paychecks. Really disappointed that Disney would take an IP like Willow and dump out schedule filler trash like this. Wow. Let's see this one. 1 out of 10. Troll dung. Pros, the visuals look great. Cons, the writing is Attack of the Clones meets the CW. The acting relies on the writing. The acting is bad. No consistency with accents. I saw another one about the accents as well. What else here? The Queen's children are weak, spoiled brats that we are to believe are the stuff of heroes. The script reads like a virtue signaling checklist. That's because that's what they do. The plot is dreadful. I write more, but my minimum character limit has been achieved. I was super psyched to see this. The original film, for all its cheese, is very entertaining. This sequel is less than a shadow of a peck. Jackson's Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones, excluding the dismal last season, paved the way for great fantasy cinema. But instead, we've been plagued with Wheel of Time, Rings of Power, and now Willow. Wow. These people are not holding back. 1 out of 10, modern teen drama dialogue does not fit. Let's see here. Stinky garbage, 1 out of 10. Apparently, Amazon and Disney have teamed up to destroy the fantasy genre. Correction, to destroy entertainment. The pattern of crapping all over great books. Rings of poop, movies, everything Star Wars since 1983, and shows everything Star Trek since Enterprise continues. Willow is more garbage writing from the arrogant children of the modern entertainment industry. The characters are flat, uninteresting stereotypes, while the plot is uninspired and generic. This farce is in no way captures the magic of the original and isn't worth wasting time watching. Another abysmal failure. Wow. And these people are going into details. These are not bots. These are not bot-like comments here. They are really going all in trashing this show. I'm stunned that this thing is at 34%. I thought it would probably be a little higher. I had no expectations for this. But man, the fans have spoken. They reject Willow. Another dud for the woke Disney company. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Make sure to Roadshow fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.